Yo, what up? Welcome to Trust the Profits channel. We're normally a horse racing focused channel, but today it's all about UFC 264 human cockfights. What up? We're back. Here we go. We got Fly P in the house. What up, dude?
He's here. Good to be with you, El Hombre. Good to be with you again.
Yeah. We're looking at the UFC 264. We're going to cover about, I don't know, most of the fights. There's about 100 of them, starting depending on when you're, whether you're paying the cash or just watching the cheap ones. Because I believe they start on ESPN, right? So
yeah, they start early. Early. Depends where you're at. Out here on the West Coast, it's early. So coming to you live from Cali.
Cali, East Coast, West Coast, rap battle going on right here.
Right. That's right.
Yo,
so I think,
go ahead.
This is, like you said, this is the first for Trust the Profits, right?
Yeah, never before have we attempted to tackle the C fights. We're doing it today. Why, you ask? Because we've got an expert on our panel, Fly P, going to bring you the hits.
Expert.
And another reason why I'm all about it is because I'll bet on anything. I'll bet on whether a fly lands on your hat in the next 10 minutes. 50-1 odds. Let's go. Now we're going to cover most of the fights. Let's start out. Let's jump right in. Here we go. First fight we're going to cover.
Look at these two. So we got Jennifer Maia, Jessica I. So this morning we got Jennifer Maia at a -200 favorite. You know, when these chicks fight, I don't usually go on the odds. I go with who's got the best tattoos and the best hair in these pictures. So, you know, Jessica I is the underdog, but look at that side tat. Those abs, you know, I like looking at these pictures too. The abs look a lot like mine. Underneath,
yeah, absolutely,
we got going on.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Both coming off losses. You know, they're you know that. Think about that. Think about those brawlers. 125, 135 pounds.
Both of these girls could kick my ass. I know that.
Mess you up.
So who's the pick here?
Yeah, Jennifer Maia's the pick, no doubt.
Jennifer Maia coming. They're both coming off losses.
Yeah.
The Brazilian bombshell going to get it done for us, huh? So So what's the confidence level? 1 through 5. What are we doing? 5 being the best.
I'd say about a 3. They're pretty close.
All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to our next fight. We got
Trevin.
T Rizzle, they call him Trevin Giles.
Trevin and
Giles or Giles, I don't know. You can tell how much I know about this sport.
Drakkar Duplessis. I haven't heard much about this guy.
They call him Still Knox, South African Dream.
That's right. Yeah, but Drakkar, he's actually the favorite today. Trevin Giles, slight underdog. He's on a 3-bout win streak. So that 14-2 is he's coming in pretty hot. So
coming in hot. Drakkar, more cut up in the pictures here.
Yeah, looking
better tats on Trevin, depending on which way you're going.
Trevin. Yeah. This is a pick for Drakkar here, though. We like Drakkar on this one.
What's the confidence level? 1 through 5?
4. We got 4 on him.
All right. What is the odds? You have the odds in front of you on
yeah, Drakkar is a -120. Trevin's a +100.
All right, so fairly even. You're going to get close to even money on that with a confidence level of 4. I'm jamming. I mean, look, again, I don't know anything about this sport. Trying to get into it, kind of repulsive to me when they break their bones and blow their knees out right on live camera. But I'll tough my way through it. I'll wince
and push on the next one.
So pick there's Drakkar Duplessis. Next up, here we go.
All
Ryan Hall, the Wizard. We got the Hall Wizard.
The Wizard.
Against Ilia Topuria. And I'm butchering it on purpose. I don't care. He's German. I work with Germans all day, so they'll appreciate the fact that it's Ilia Topuria. Who we got here? Look at the tats on Ilia.
Look at that. Are those tats on Ryan? No, that's just chest hair.
Ryan looks like he's afraid of a fly. This dude doesn't. I mean, he's 8-1. He's obviously a bad mofo if you're at this level. Who do we got here? What's the odds? Tell me the odds first. Well, undefeated. The German's undefeated.
He is, and I'll tell you that the rough thing for Ryan Hall is he hasn't fought in almost 2 years. So it's been a long time for my man to get back in the octagon. So
Maybe why he looks scared in the picture here.
Yeah, he you know, his debut, I believe, against BJ Penn a number of years ago, and beat him. If you know BJ Penn, he's a legend of the game as well. But Ilya, the -225 favorite, undefeated. He's our guy today. That's comes up a 5. That's a I'm all in on him.
What's the factor on the? I see Hall's quite a bit taller. I mean,
yeah, but yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's the reach. You know, he's got an 1.5 inch reach. There's a lot of things you can do with an 1.5 inches. Okay,
that's what she said.
1.5 inches. So
that is what she said. Okay,
Ilya's just he's with it.
What's the confidence level?
5.
5 out of 5. And what's the odds? Vegas odds right now?
-225 and +185.
So you're gonna make about half your money. If you bet $100, you're gonna make about 150 on that.
Yeah.
Confidence level of 5, though. Hey, maybe that's the one I jam on. Fly P, he's gonna go. Fly P's counting out the century notes right now. What can I afford? He's trying to disperse. He's got about 10 grand to bet on today.
That's right.
He's trying to figure out where to go heavy, where to go light. You know, like maybe $1,000 cheap little fight on the girls that started us off here, Jennifer Maia. Maybe you press a little harder. We'll talk about after we go through all the fights. We're going to tell you also the most likely upset. Who's going to pull off, you know, who could you get the most money out of, maybe some long shot odds, and then who's going to be the overall favorite to win that you can lock and load out of the whole card. Maybe you want to ship a $5,000 bill on one of these things. I don't know. Who's next? We got Nico
and Michael Pereira.
The hybrid Nico Price versus Damalador, the Brazilian Lima.
Nico. So Michael Pereira, he's been in the game obviously a long time. Look at that, 36 fights. He's been around a long time. My man's got that full beard. Now, the one thing I'll say about Nico is I don't understand. He's got this stash going on. I don't know what he does between fights. Look at he's like that thing. He might have been the. Did you ever watch Orange Is the New Black?
No.
Oh, but a women's prison. Anyway, there was
I know the show
they called Porn Stash.
Yeah, that's
similar to this.
He looks like he should be in the 80s.
Yeah. So this is I don't have a lot to say about this one. I mean, it's one of the
Pereira looking like that one freak show from that one stupid show. I'll never pull the name.
Oh, that one.
yeah.
Oh, that freak show from the stupid show. Oh, yeah.
Come on, dude. You know the show where the dude's like, oh, come on, dude. It's got the blonde chick who gets naked and all that. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Dragons flying around the place. Stupid.
Oh, Game of Thrones you're talking about.
Yeah, dire wolves and shit or stuff. Bleep.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, that's who he looks like. Momoa. That's what I was trying to get.
All right. So Pereira's a -185 favorite. Nico Price +150. I mean, this is really a toss-up. I'm just going with Pereira because of the experience.
Pereira's a minus what now?
185. Okay. -185. I think it just comes down to experience on this one. There's not a lot to say about these guys. I think they're just
both of them have 100 fights. Yeah,
fill the card. You know, nothing special.
Fly P will be doing shots out back with the strippers during this one.
That's right.
No interest. What do we got next? Okay. What was the confidence level on that last one before we move on?
Like a 1. I mean, that's flip a coin. That last one.
We're not touching it.
Yeah.
That's going to be the one we're not touching. All right, next up, the Natural Born Killer. Great.
Right. Now we're getting
great nickname. Love that.
You know, so these guys, look at my man Carlos, 45 fights. He does have a height advantage, a little bit of reach advantage. He's on 2-bout win streak. He's actually the underdog coming in here, Carlos Condit. I tell you that this could be our underdog. This could be one of them right here. He's a +155. Max Griffin's a -190, so not terribly far off. But Carlos has been around a long time, and he shows up and he shows out every time he comes in. Max Griffin, you know, he's been around a little while, but
Max Payne.
So Max Griffin, his last 2 fights have been he's KO'd or TKO. So he's a couple fight win streak. He's finishing them early. Carlos Condit's on a 2-bout win streak. So, you know, this is one where Condit's a slight underdog. You know, he's one I'd probably bet on here.
Good deal. I like where your head's at. If I can make some money on the long shot, we're gonna do that for sure. Let's take one last thing on this fight. Tattoos.
Oh,
look at this. What is going on the side of this of the natural born killer? Is that a pony? Was that a unicorn?
No, I think it's a piece of Swiss cheese. It looks like.
Dude, it's
hard to tell. Hard to tell.
It's not my show.
I focus more on the ladies, as you know, being flypaper. Focus more on the ladies' tats. So
bada boom, bada bing. I like that. Now we're going to the main card.
Yeah. So this is where we kick off. This is 7 o'clock out here in Cali. This is 10 o'clock for you on the East Coast. Now look at this. Look at this. You got Sugar Sean O'Malley and Chris Matino. So the first thing that automatically draws your attention: who's got that better hair? Who do you like? You like Lucky Charms on the left, or you like Slimer from Ghostbusters on the right?
So my first impression on Sugar Sean O'Malley is the dude who went into the theater and shot up the Batman movie.
The Joker.
Yeah, that's who he looks like. He's got the 1,000-yard stare just like him. Shawnee O'Malley, 13-1, 5'11", got a big height advantage on Chris Matino. I guess that's how you say it.
Yeah, Chris Matino looks like he's in high school.
Yeah,
so here
with the green hair too. This I'll tell you why this guy's a bad mofo, because he got picked on his whole life. Look at him.
Now what you might see, so Sean O'Malley likely will come out with dreads tonight. So this is kind of his action shot, but he'll probably have that hair and dreads tonight, so he can look a little different. It might be different colors. Chris Matino, who knows? Matt almost looks like the hair looks like it's photoshopped on. You look at that, looks like they just cut his head off and put some green on there. But
not even a good Photoshop either.
So here's the thing about this fight. This has the widest odds of the night. What do you think? What do you think Sean O'Malley's odds are right now for this fight? I've never seen odds like this.
I glanced through them earlier, so I'm cheating a little bit on this, but I think he was 5-1, 8-1 type numbers.
9-1.
So basically, you can't bet on James Holmes, the theater killer.
Well, yeah. So here's what you want to bet on. You want to bet on how many rounds this is going to go.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So this is a confidence 5. I mean, unless you think Matino has any chance here?
No. This would be one of the, I say, all-time upsets. I mean, you don't know much about these guys, but no, there's no way Sean O'Malley's going to win. He's going to win. It's a matter of when he wins, what round.
What round is that, Fly P? What's your best guess? Is it a knockout specialist is going to do it?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, look at Matino. This is his debut. I'm gonna say O'Malley does it in 2, early in the second, to knock him out.
So maybe we put a couple G's down on first round KO and second round KO. If it goes beyond that, we'll be surprised. All right, next up.
All right, now we got
a woman's fight.
Look at this. Here we go. Irene and Yana.
2 of the top 5 contenders in the game, right?
That's right. We got the number 4 and number 5. I believe they're bantamweights, if I remember. I can't remember. 135.
Irene Aldana, the 4th seed, against Yana Kunitskaya.
So you know what Yana's
butchering names.
You know what Yana's nickname is?
No, I don't.
Foxy. You know why?
Why?
Just look at her. Beautiful. Beautiful.
For somebody who gets punched in the face for a living, not bad.
So you know who Irene lost to her last fight?
Go ahead.
Holly Holm. You know her?
Yeah, that's the champ. That was the one who knocked out the former GOAT.
Ronda Rousey.
The original.
The original.
The OG of the women's league here.
Well, no, I could spend some time talking about these women fighters. So Miesha Tate's on her way back. We used to connect, if you know what I'm saying. We used to be tight, slide in those DMs. But she was one of the GOATs, Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano from back in the day. But anyway, back to this fight. This is an absolute toss-up as well. You got Mexico versus Russia. Kind of feels like a soccer game, maybe.
Big height advantage for the Mexican Irene.
I mean, good number of fights.
What's the Vegas odds looking like?
Oh man, they are tight. Irene's a -115 and Yana is a -105.
I'm shipping all in on the Mexican.
Yeah. Okay. El Hombre.
What's your call? What's your call and confidence level? We don't have to agree. We're here.
Yeah, I like Yana just because I like her.
I think you just think Yana's hot.
Yeah, I'd go all in a couple times on Yana.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Odds are pretty even on both. Confidence level on Yana?
2. I mean, I'm not real confident, other than I'm
2 out of 5.
Confident she can finish. If you know what I'm saying.
Hey-o. Next up.
All right,
bam.
Look at this. Now, this is going to be quite the fight. You got Bam Bam Tuivasa, not to be confused with that quarterback at wherever, Clemson or USC.
The Hawaiian quarterback.
And look at this one. Greg Hardy, former linebacker for the Cowboys and Panthers, NFL, jumps to the UFC. The Prince of War himself, Greg Hardy.
G-Hard.
I'm telling you. So this is my other. So this is the other one. This fight will end in a knockout. It's going to end in a knockout.
Well, yeah, it doesn't look like either of them are in good enough shape to last more than 3 rounds.
This one's not going to the ground. These guys are not going to be grappling. There's no ground game in this at all. Someone goes to the ground, they're going to be on their back, getting knocked out. Greg Hardy right now.
Look at the size of Hardy. 6'5", 265. The dude's just a monster.
The other guy, we got that 264 packed into a 6'2" frame.
Is there a over under on whether or not Greg Hardy will be arrested for murder during his lifetime? I joke.
There should be.
What's the Vegas line on this one on the heavyweights?
I bet the under on that. It's going to happen, just no matter when, right?
How many murders? 2.5. Go ahead.
So this one's going to end in it. It's going to be a KO. Hardy's the underdog. This is another one. I'm highly confident Hardy's going to win this one. This is Greg. Greg's got this. What's
the odds right now in Vegas?
Ty, I think minus 135, and Hardy I think is like plus 110. So, slight underdog, but
you bet 100, you're going to get $110 back or so, which is that's good enough odds.
10% return, not bad.
What's your confidence level on Hardy? The
5
Prince of War.
5. I'm in.
I'm on underdog.
Hardy.
This is the one we're going to ship then.
He's just faster. He's faster.
G-Hard had to move. He's a great football player. Here we go. What's next?
Oh,
this is the second. This is the
co-main event.
The co-main.
This is going to be unbelievable fight.
Gilbert Burns with the cottage cheese festival ears. Go ahead.
Wonderboy. So I think Gilbert put on some weight. Gilbert is fighting a little heavier than 155 tonight, I hope. He'll be fighting it. They weighed in at 170.5 yesterday. Steven, good friend of ours, good friend of the family. Sometimes he used to come out here, Cali, and train with us. But
Wonderboy Stephen Thompson.
Yeah,
this is Simpsonville, South Carolina.
I got a lot to say about this. A lot to say about this fight. I'm really excited for this one. We're waiting for Steven to come back. He's 2-fight win streak. I got some love for Steven. Gilbert Burns, no slouch himself. I mean, he's got it going on. Wonderboy is taller. He has a 4-inch reach advantage on this guy. So Steven being a striker, he's got really long legs. He can kick. He's a knockout kind of guy. He doesn't submit, doesn't go to the ground. Gilbert will take you to the ground. I mean, just look at the ears. That tells you he'll take you to the ground.
Yeah, that dude hasn't spent a day off the wrestling mat in his whole life.
Short of a knockout, which it's only happened to Steven one time, this fight's going to go 5 rounds. It's going to go the distance.
I see Burns as the number 2 seed in the division. Thompson, the 4 seed. What's Vegas got him at odds wise right now?
Wonderboy's the favorite right now. They're minus
surprising being the 4 seed. Minus how much?
A lot of people other than those of us that are all in on him, but he's at minus 160. Gilbert's at plus 135.
Wow.
But Steven's on a 2-fight win streak. Burns lost his last fight, but again, I mean, this is gonna go 5 rounds. It's a matter of if it goes to the ground, Steven's got to get up. Burns wants it on the ground. That's where he does his thing. So
if it gets on the ground, are we saying Wonderboy could be in trouble?
Yeah, it's just not his style. He's a striker, upright, keeps the distance, long kicks, long punches. Well,
I don't know Steven personally, but I have met him, and I know a lot of people that do know him very personally. And the dude is local to me, and he's I know the people around here love him. And he's good. He's good to the kids in the community around here. So I'll be rooting for him. Sounds like this could be a good fight. Yeah,
I'm also. This is my other prediction for fight of the night. It's going to be this one. It's going to be a 5-round, all out fight of the night. You heard that.
Round and pound.
G
all right. Here we go, baby, because this is the main event. This is the one that everybody's talking about. Notorious Conor, the $1 billion strut sensation, against the Diamond, Dustin Diamond.
Not to be confused with the real Screech, Dustin Diamond. This is the Diamond, Dustin Poirier. All right, so this is the third time these guys have fought. They just fought about 4 or 5 months ago in January. 4.5 months ago, they fought in January. Poirier TKO'd him last time, so it hadn't happened to Conor very often. You see, he's 22-5, representing Ireland. Conor McGregor. You ever had the Proper 12 whiskey? His whiskey? It's garbage.
No,
garbage. Absolute garbage.
So we are not brought to you by Conor's whiskey.
We are not. Now it's always a show when Conor's out there. They they're also these are the guys.
He's a show along, all by himself.
Yeah, you may have heard. They're back and forth because they were talking about donating money to each other's charities with their winnings and whatnot. There's a lot going on. There's actually some stuff in the news last night, this morning about Mrs. Poirier sliding into Conor's DMs. They actually showed it at the press conference, I think, and it was about, hey, when are we going to get that money? You promised you sent that money. So, a lot going on there. A lot of show, a lot of excitement. Poirier, so Dustin's won 6 of his last 7, so he's riding pretty high. McGregor's only 3 of his last 6. He's really, the word I read was that he's fading. He's fading. He was 2013 to 15 into 16. He was on fire, and I don't know if he's just getting older or slower or spending too much time on the business ventures, but he.
Well, dude, yeah. Once you see that in any sport. People, once you get your $1 billion and the fame and the fortune of the game, sometimes you lose the hunger to be great. That could, like you said, that could be the case here. Maybe not, but I do know that he's one of the few guys being. This is not my sport. It's not even my 5th favorite sport. Although I'm open-minded. Hey, I'm not saying it's not possible. That's why I'm getting a little bit more into it here. Talking to some of you guys, seeing some excitement out of a lot of my friends that. I do agree with sports-wise, otherwise outside of the human cockfights, but I'm starting to give it a chance here. And this is one of the guys that kind of makes you want to watch it. You see the dude strutting around, wearing fur coats and all that stuff. I mean, it's like a real-life Ric Flair type deal.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's cool. I think it's good for the sport. Love him or hate him. Doesn't mean you have to like him. Sometimes you love to hate just as much as you love to root for somebody. So
yeah, that name, I don't know how many pay-per-views have been purchased for tonight, but that name alone.
Yeah,
as the headliner.
I'll be honest with you. That's the only reason I even took an interest in this over. I know Fly P's out here doing the pay-per-view on most of these fights because he's a diehard. I'm not. I see McGregor's fighting or one of these guys, that freak show from the frickin' the YouTube guy, whatever his name is. I don't even care. Don't even mention it because I don't even want to know.
That's boxing. You talking about the Paul brothers?
Yeah, those idiots. Yeah, I know it's boxing, but.
Oh my God.
If I vow to never cover a fight of one of those guys, because anybody who gets famous on Instagram, I don't even know. I had to ask. I got to ask why those guys are famous. I don't even care. But McGregor got there legit. He's been, like you said, he was one of the baddest dudes around for a few years there. Still pretty bad dude. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. What's the confidence? First of all, what's the pick? I mean, this is tough. Conor's got a lot to fight for here. He, with a couple of losses, he's still a big draw, but Khabib Nurmagomedov, he had those feuds with Conor, and then he retired, and people thought he was coming back, and he's done. Conor's getting up there. He's got a lot of other business ventures going on. I'm not saying this is it, but it's going to be tough for him if he doesn't come through on this. It could be winding down for O'Connor. I would say
Dustin's a favorite. He's a slight favorite, minus 135. So, and McGregor's plus 110 this morning. So,
interesting note. We caught Conor pulling up to the facility today. Yeah, we got live footage of it. This is an exclusive. definitely going to get that on Trusted. That's what we're doing.
Looks like you stole my vehicle. I think I arrived in that vehicle the other night.
Yeah, I think we all have. Formerly owned by Dr. Dre.
That's right.
All right, so what's the pick?
You know, this is
the pressure.
Really this is the pressure.
Well, hang on first. What's the Vegas odds? Because I think it's pretty close still.
So yeah, DP, he's at a -135, and our boy Conor is at a +110.
I think, dude, I'll be honest with you though. I think once the public starts, because I mean, let's be honest, like 90% of the public hasn't bet yet. I think a lot of the money will flow in the last couple of hours.
Yeah.
And people are going to get drunk and start pushing on McGregor just because of the name, if nothing else. Do you think that is, I mean, obviously he's got a shot here, but do you think that that's just dumb drunk money that's going to pour in on that? Or is that legit money? I mean, I really do think it's going to sway to probably even.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm a know nothing in this sport. I'll be the first to tell you.
But I agree. I mean,
that's how it goes. I mean, that's how it goes when you've got a big star. In any sport, just like I'd give an NFL analogy. Anytime Tom Brady's involved, the public's going to dump money on Tom Brady, and most of the time they're right. But I mean, even if Tom Brady was in a game where he didn't have a chance, people would still dump all the money on Tom Brady because he's the name and they want to root for him. So is that the case here, you think?
Yeah, you know, I've gone back and forth on this. I've been doing a lot of checking into it. I gotta go with Conor here.
He is dumping it in, and this is sober money talking.
Yeah, he's gonna come back with himself. Now, ask me in 8 hours, 7-8 hours, when I'm really getting into it. I'll still feel the same way. Hopefully I spend all my money and I lock myself out of my account so I can't put more down on it. But, you know, but yeah, Conor's who I'm going with tonight.
All right. Doesn't sound like super confidence. 1 to 5. What's your confidence level?
Nah, I'm right in the middle. I said it's tough. The energy is going to be there. He's going to be fired up. He's got a lot to fight for tonight.
As a degenerate gambler, there's no way I can stay off of this thing. I'll probably go light. I might bet light on McGregor as well, but we'll see. Like you said, we'll see how the night goes. But let's close it out with the biggest upset of the night, in your opinion, as far as the fighter whose Vegas odds are going to be above even. You know, you're going to get more money than you bet on the return. I think you said Greg Hardy was.
Yeah.
Hardy, is that who you're leaning on for the upset special?
Yeah.
So that's our jam in play. If we're going to bet the biggest of the night, that's going to be the jam in.
Yeah.
Greg Hardy. And then for the lock of the decade, somebody who can't lose, in your opinion?
Sean O'Malley. I mean, that's just it's just all it's blaring out at you.
AKA James Holmes.
AKA Sugar Batman,
the Batman theater killer, Sean O'Malley. That should have been his nickname, dude. What a missed opportunity.
Oh my God.
All right. That's it. What else? Anything else? Any last words?
Nah, but this would be good to see. I like to see, you know, if we got some people that are into this, hey man, we can make this a regular thing, you know.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. We could bring on some guests, maybe even Wonderboy one of these years.
Yeah,
we got some special accesses to Steven. We'll try that angle if people actually tune in and watch this. If not, it'll be back to the Pony Show.
That's right.
Which we do every day anyway. So anyway, everybody have some fun. Jam your money in on Greg Hardy and McGregor if you're drunk enough.
Yeah.
if you're betting the fights tonight, good luck. Take it easy. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for joining.
See ya.